Yo, what's up everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 15 online game. Today we have the Indianapolis Colts and Pittsburgh Steelers, and what's going to be kind of a Sunday night game. It's not going to be the Sunday night game, but considering it's going to be in Pittsburgh, game starts at 4:15. Most of the game will be played, in the dark, since now we're getting close to daylight saving times and all that stuff, and it's getting dark, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be dark. The thing that's more important, though, is the game itself, which has Andrew Luck going against Big Ben, and a lot of people compare Andrew Luck to Big Ben, his ability to, escape the pressure and shed wannabe tacklers off of him and making plays after. Of course, Andrew Luck is more athletic than Big Ben, faster, but a lot of people put the comparison. Obviously, people like to put Andrew Luck to Peyton Manning since they both play on the Colts, but that's another thing. Andrew Luck is just good, all right? Another person who's really good is Le'Veon Bell, but the Colts defense has been legit the past few weeks. We'll see if they're just on a hot streak or they could keep it going, And it's not many people know, a lot of defenders in the Colts, but they have been shut down the Bengals last week. Just straight up shut them down, no points, as we get the pick there, and our opponent compliments us. This is a subscriber game, by the way, and we're off to a pretty good start as we run some play action on first down. And look at Antonio Brown taking the top off, but Big Ben just a little bit off. Maybe I'll just a second late on that one, and for whatever reason, I just had to go back to the same thing because I don't know. I was so mad at myself for missing the play the first time. I wanted to go for it again. I ended up throwing a pick, so that was dumb. But yeah, this should be a pretty good game. Steelers at home. We'll see how they're gonna do. But at the same time, it could easily be a Colts blowout if Andrew Luck gets going. That Steelers defense has been pretty shoddy this year. You never know. It could be a shootout, could be a low-scoring game, could be anything. I'm interested to see how this game turns out for both teams. Steelers are actually over 500 somehow, and then the Colts, they're on a hot streak right now. And their defense, we'll see how legit it is. And moving on, you guys actually requested this, by the way. I wasn't even gonna do this video today, but I did the video yesterday, and everybody's like, "Yo, can you bring back the halftime show where you predict all the NFL stuff that's going on during the week?" And it had plus 10 on the thumbs up thing on one of the comments. I was like, you know what? I'll give the people what they want. Why not? So that's what we're doing today, all right? I was going to post a mutt, but I could wait until tomorrow or Monday. So diving into the next game, Lions and Falcons. That's actually going to be played 9:30 in the morning. Now, I don't know how many of you guys plan on getting up for that game. You guys can let me know, but I'm going to try to, man. I'm not going to say I am, because I can easily just sleep through it and just say, once I get up, I'll be like, F it, I'm going to sleep. But I'm gonna try to, man. I'm gonna try to keep the whole football marathon going. I'm excited to do it, all right? Even this might not be the best game because Lions offense might not have Calvin. Hopefully they have Calvin. Bring Calvin to London, man. And then the Falcons, they're just offensive line troubles. Defense is horrible. We're getting our second user pick of the game here, but I got the Lions winning that game. Who knows what's going to happen. I'm surprised the Falcons gave up a home game to go to London, though, and technically be the home team in London, because the Falcons, that's the only Atlanta team that has a pretty decent home field advantage nowadays. Now that the Braves don't really have it too much. Anyways, moving on, Bills and Jets. I would probably take Bills in that game. I mean, you never know. Jets are at home. Could be a close. I mean, it's probably going to be a close game. I thought the Bills are blowing anybody out. So we get some big-time pancakes. Heath Miller was laying dudes down in that play. I don't know what the hell got into him. But, I mean, I'll take it. It was a wide-open lane. I had to do anything. I wasn't playing to get a touchdown exactly in that play, but, hey, it worked. But, yeah, the Bills and Jets game could be close. The Percy Harvin acquisition is obviously going to be the big story in this game. And, Percy Harvin going against Sammy Watkins. You never know what Sammy Watkins is going to do this week after he had a pretty good week last week. He and Kyle Orton, who knows. But the Bills, they're just devastated at running back right now. I think they might have Anthony Dixon starting for them this week. It's not looking good. So the Jets definitely have a chance to win, but I don't know, man. This is a scrappy Bills team this year, man. They find a way to win close games. They can easily be under 500 this year, but 2-4, 2-5, whatever. But they just find a way to win close games. And you know what? I think they win a close game against the Jets, because the Jets also seem to be losing these close games this year after they won a lot of them last year. Ravens and Bengals is a pretty good matchup. It's same matchup from week 1. Obviously, the division rivals, so they're playing twice a year. This time, it's in Cincinnati, where the Bengals are pretty much unstoppable. But, I don't know. The Ravens team, they feel like a really complete team, I mean, not in a complete team, like Seahawks last year or something like that, But I don't know. Ravens have a good feel to them. As long as Flacco's going, Flacco on the road can be a little bit dicey. I mean, definitely pretty dicey. And plus, Bengals defense. But I don't know. Flacco gets it going. And the run game with Justin Forsett has been working really good lately, which it takes a lot of pressure off of Flacco. I don't know. I just like the Ravens. Now they got Forsett, especially. Last year, their run game was just so bad. Offensive line was not helping Flacco out at all. This year, they just look, so much more complete, and they're legit, man. The Bengals, though, might actually not be legit without AJ Green. I don't think AJ Green's playing again this game. Bengals, this is definitely a game they want to come out with. And by the way, check this out. William Gay, what are you doing, my dude? You're in great position to at least try to break up the pass and force TY, to make a tough catch in traffic. Instead, he acts like my dude has a bowl and they'll just ducks him. Then, next play here, second down and goal, Matt Hasselbeck's in the game, and check out Gay. Like, what are you doing, dude? You're in position, you're just standing there, and then all of a sudden Hakeem Nicks is putting the ball around your neck, making him your bitch. Like, Jesus, William Gay, has some priorities with your life or something. Has some dignity. And Dre Archer, don't do that. Just like that, dude's in the game. Jesus, man. William Gay and Dre Archer decide they're going to let the Colts back into the game. Thank you very much for that. Anyways, moving on. Seahawks and Panthers. That's going to be a very interesting matchup. But the Panthers defense, I don't know where they've been. I don't know where they are, and I just don't trust them anymore. I've given up all hope in them. Greg Hardy is the missing key for the Panthers, apparently. You don't have Greg Hardy, you don't have anything. He and Captain Munnerlyn. I'm set on that now, because God only knows what's going on with the Panthers, So, I don't know. I think the Seahawks, even though they're not going to have Harvin, and, who God only knows how the receiving core is going to look throughout the game. But I don't know. I feel like without Harvin, they're going to stop running so much of those stupid gimmick plays they ran with Harvin. Those, screen plays that would always get bottled up, 50% of the time. The jet sweep that the Cowboys shut down, and the Rams did a decent job of shutting down. I don't know. I'll take the Seahawks in that game, even though it's on the road. I'll take them. Who knows, though? I mean, it would be funny to watch the Seahawks lose. I'll tell you that. It would be funny. Anyways, Bears and Patriots. That's a pretty big game, because the Bears, if they could win that game, that would definitely help out their case and, help them try to keep up with the Packers and the Lions in the NFC North, because the Bears are slipping away right now. And with those two teams playing so good, Packers offense and Lions defense respectively, the Bears, they keep on blowing stupid games. They definitely, if they could win this game against the Patriots on the road, that would be a strong statement. I don't think it's happening, though. Jay Cutler on the road against Bill Belichick and Brady. Nah. And moving on. Speaking of on the road, Ryan Fitzpatrick on the road. But he's got Arian Foster as his running back. So I'll take him over to Zach Mettenberger Titans. I'm not too crazy over Mettenberger. I've never seen the kid play, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not too crazy over him coming in the game less than 12 months after an ACL surgery. And one defense is probably gonna win the game. But I have a feeling that Arian Foster could probably be, the extra piece. But I don't know. Mettenberger, he has to be better than Whitehurst at least, right? I mean, jeez. And here, this actually ends up being the end of the game, I think. No, this is not the end of the game. End of the game's coming up soon. This dude rage quits before the start of the fourth. So I'm going to try to run through these as fast as I can. Dolphins and Jags, take the Dolphins easily. Rams and Chiefs, could be close, but I'll go with Chiefs in the end. I like this Chiefs team this year. A lot of their losses have come in tough games. Of course, with the AFC West and NFC West playing each other this year, that's going to create a lot of tough games for the Chiefs playing, both conferences, including the AFC one twice. Vikings and Bucks, give me Teddy. I mean, who knows? That game's a toss-up, but I'll take Teddy, I guess. Eagles and Cardinals is an interesting. First of all, Raiders and Browns, I'll take Browns, but I don't know. The Browns shit the bed last week. I mean, no pun intended. But they're at home this week, so I'll take them over a suddenly scrappy Raiders team that looks like they're on the verge of getting their first win of the season soon. I already went over this Colts and Steelers game, said Colts in it. The Cowboys and Redskins, I'll take the Cowboys in that game. Not much of a contest. I mean, it might be a trap game for the Cowboys, but I don't know. Redskins, they just don't have the tools to ultimately pull out the win, because, the Seahawks and Redskins game a few weeks ago, that was kind of a trap game too, but I don't know. I'll take the Cowboys. And the Eagles and Cardinals, that's a really interesting game. I'll take the Eagles in that game. I don't know. The Eagles, they're another team that they're just scrapping out close wins. They could easily have 3 more losses, but they're just pulling out wins. So I'll take the Eagles in that game. But I mean, the Cardinals, they're at home, are a pretty lethal team. So I don't know. Nick Foles might just screw up on the road. We'll see what happens, because he played pretty bad in San Francisco on the road. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Nick Foles reacts, as well as how Bruce Arians tries to shut down the Eagles' offense. But like I said, Eagles, that game can go either way. I'm excited to watch that game, as well as Packers versus Saints, because the Saints need to get their season on the road. I think Drew Brees is going to have a bounce-back performance against the Packers defense, but give me Rodgers. Give me Rodgers against that Saints defense, because that Saints defense, oh, God, that thing is bad, man. That is a bad defense. So, yeah, I'll take Packers in that game. So, that wraps it up. Hope you guys leave a like in the video if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more Madden 15 or Ultimate Team, why not, online games. Hope you guys enjoyed the recap that you guys requested, and I'll catch you guys next time.